Welcome to the Hometown Bluegrass Show with Kentucky boys Tim Batts and Josh Williams. Tim is a music promoter, radio host, and passionate bluegrasser, and Josh is a 20-time Bluegrass Guitar Player of the Year. This podcast is all about bluegrass music, where they swap stories, crack jokes, and pick on each other. Josh even plays a song or two in each episode. Plus, they sit down with bluegrass artists and insiders for interviews you won't hear anywhere else. It's music, it's laughs, it's all things bluegrass, right here on the Hometown Bluegrass Show. Now, here are your hosts, Tim Batts and Josh Williams.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Hometown Bluegrass Show. We are at episode 111. That's 111. If you're keeping score at home, 111. And we are glad to be here this week, this hot week here in Western Kentucky. So my good buddy, dear friend, co-host Josh Williams is with me. And
as always, my friend.
As always, we are elbow to elbow, knee deep in great bluegrass stories and music. So what you doing, man? Doing all right?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just arranging things here.
Yeah. You always peddling.
You know me. I'm always get to dinking with things once we get rolling.
Yeah, no microphone is ever perfectly positioned for you.
No. No, it's not. And it never will be.
It never will be. That's right.
Never will be.
That's right. Well, we are glad to be here. It's been a good week. Had a great episode last week. Had Kristen Scott Benson on the show for episode 110. If you missed that, go back and check it out. And so we were real excited to talk to her. It was really cool to hear you guys talk about all your stories and cool things, and had a great time with her.
Yeah. You know, I listened to that and really, really appreciated the whole thing. You know, she's a great player, and, you know, just being able to talk about those things and share those memories and stuff, you know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like getting to do that.
Well, you guys have been friends for a long time, so you go back.
We go way back. We go back to my teen years. She might have already been out of hers. I'm not sure, but long time.
Yep, that's right. Well, you played the Grand Ole Opry the other night, and I saw you guys had a pretty famous person stepped in with you there, Mr. Gene Watson.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. Old Gino came out and sang with us, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
he's the greatest, man. He's so good. I love that guy so much.
Yeah, he comes, to our neck of the woods at the Kentucky Opry quite often, and so yeah, he's still going strong, man. Great song.
Yeah, and I need to get out there and see him the next time he does, because Gene's getting up there, and you never know. Well, of course, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow anyway. So. Need to spend that time while we have it,
That's exactly
real
right.
easy to talk about wanting to do that and then never doing it.
Yep, that's for true. That is for true. So the Grand Ole Opry went good. You guys, I saw Jamie Johnson played with y'all too, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he sure did.
What was that all about?
Mickey, most of Rhonda's band was on vacation. That's why they were home.
Oh, I got you.
And it's very unusual for them to be home on a weekend in the summer, Yeah. But she is she blocked out a week, for them to be able to do that, and I think that's great.
Heck yeah.
She always did that with us, and
so all you guys were just filling in. She just kind of picked a hodgepodge crew and. Gotcha.
Yeah, and Jamie was the guy to sing that middle part, and did a great job, and it was great getting to hang out with him. And on Saturday we played again, and Jamie was there with us. Saturday was a night that they were doing to commemorate Bill Anderson's. I think they said it was his 65th Opry anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
So, yeah, absolutely. So he had actually written a new song and gave it to Rhonda to record. So she was excited to debut that new song,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we had, of course, the man, the myth, the legend Ben Isaacs came out and sang with us, and
wow,
it was really cool.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah,
and it's a great song too. You know, it's still got that old country vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, great song.
Well, that is cool. Well, that's cool when she brings people up on stage like that. It's just kind of a neat variety and a nice change of pace, and really cool thing. I don't know how old this video was I saw the other day, but I saw Dierks Bentley was in concert and he called Terry Eldridge up on stage and they sang Old Home Place. and so I don't know if that was recent or not, but I thought that was really cool.
I think it was because Terry was out in North Carolina and that's where they were playing. You know, of course, Skaggs and Dierks are out on a tour together.
That's what it was. Yeah, Ricky was
awesome.
playing. Yeah, it was Ricky and Dierks Bentley, and they called Terry Eldridge up. Yeah.
Well, Dierks and Eldridge have been buddies for a long time. In fact,
they played the Station Inn back in the day, didn't they?
They did. The very first number one, and I think this is right. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure on the very first number one that Dierks had was that What Was I Thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And Terry Eldridge is the one singing tenor on that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
stories. I heard a podcast one time. I think it was Dierks was the guest on there, and he talked about how I think him and Terry and a bunch of bluegrass guys played the Station Inn, you know, like every week for years or something, you know, before he made it big. So.
Yeah, he was there quite a bit. In fact, I've played the Station Inn with him several times.
Yeah.
You know, getting to just hang out. In fact, there was one time where he ended up having a film crew with him, and I guess it was for some segment on either ABC or NBC that they were doing. And but he basically came to hang out at the Station Inn, and they wanted to film it. So we ended up, you know, playing a few songs, and he sat in with us and stuff, and it ended up being a great night. Dierks is a really cool guy, you know? And I love the fact that he doesn't just like bluegrass. He loves really good bluegrass.
Right.
I mean, his lead guitar player is Ben Helson, and Ben took my place with Rhonda.
Oh, cool.
For several years, and then even before that, he worked with Skaggs for a little bit. So he's a great player, man. But he toured electric guitar is his true forte.
Oh,
but he can absolutely shred, you know, some bluegrass guitar too.
Yeah. I think he toured last year with Zach Top, and so I know they used to do a lot of bluegrass songs in their shows too. So
yeah, I didn't know he did that, but I do know that well, you know, and Zach was raised that way too. Zach grew up playing bluegrass.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Zach. I think Zach toured with him with Dierks, and not the other way around.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah, no,
he
I
did.
apologize.
You're right.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, it was Dierks' tour, and Zach toured with him. So opener, I guess. So
sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, my bad.
All good. All good.
Well, cool.
But yeah, that's I love getting to see. Well, first off, I love seeing Skaggs out there. Which a happy belated birthday to him. He had a birthday on the 18th of this month, and before I forget, back on the 13th, last week I should have said this and I didn't, but Rhonda Vincent had a birthday as well. So happy birthday to both of them, belated of course. And this week on the 23rd, my mother will have her birthday. I won't say which one it is because she'll get mad at me if I do probably, but. And also, extraordinarily talented person and a great friend and somebody that I care very deeply about, Miss Allison Krause, will have a birthday as well. She and my mom share a birthday.
Oh, cool. Well,
yeah, on the 23rd of July.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You need to write a bluegrass version of Happy Birthday and start doing it for folks.
Yeah, there's probably one out there. Did you know that song was written in Kentucky?
I did know that. Yes.
Yeah, by a couple of old ladies up in Louisville.
Yeah. I'd say they're old since that song's been around a while.
Yeah, and they still make money anytime that, whenever that song's being sung. Of course, I don't know how many times it's been sung in private when people didn't know it was sung, but
probably more than public.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
But yeah,
Cool.
it's a very famous song.
Good deal. Well, if you've been missing our great content, we've been doing some cool stuff on our Hometown Bluegrass Show Facebook page. I've been nailing Josh down and recording him doing lots of Tony Rice songs, but kickoffs and lead breaks and intros and a couple of full length songs as well. So we've gotten some good response from that. We've been doing the Tony Tuesday video and then throwing in others throughout the week as well. So
I love that.
Yeah, it's been going great. Lots of response, lots of views. So if you haven't been to our Facebook page, we're getting close to 10,000 followers. We're at like 9,500. So go give us a follow and like and share and all that good stuff on our Hometown Bluegrass Show Facebook page so we can get to 10,000 followers. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but hey, it sounds better than 9,500. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we this morning we got you playing Pride of Man. So,
oh yeah. Was it? Did I do that one? I didn't realize I did that. Was that from a past performance on the show? Maybe?
No, we recorded last week. You big silly.
I don't remember doing that song.
Oh man.
Well, we did several songs.
Yeah, you did several last week when you was over
different
here.
Times.
Yeah.
It's all starting to run together, but I forgot about doing Pride of Man.
Yeah,
that's one of my faves.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Gordon Lightfoot recorded that, but did not write it.
Oh, really? That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, that's unusual for him. Yeah. But I guess when the song's good enough, it don't matter who wrote it.
Exactly.
I've told this before too, but I remember I played one year with Tony. I played at Merlefest, and I was sitting backstage with Tony, and he had his daughter India there, and her mom Pam was trying to find her way to us, and I can remember. And Cindy Bauckham was sitting at the table with us, so she'll remember this too. But I remember India trying to tell Pam where we were, and she was describing where she was at the time. And I remember India said, "Okay, turn around, go back down, back the way you came." And me and Cindy just started cracking up, because it was just she had no. Like she didn't realize she was saying it. She was just trying to get her mom to where we were. But it was hilarious when she said that. Turn around, go back down,
back to where you came.
Then pause. She back the way you came.
That's great.
So awesome.
Well, speaking of Tony, I'm on YouTube all the time, just watching training videos and learning stuff and all that good stuff. But how it recommends videos. And yesterday it popped up a video of you playing with Tony Rice, and it was somebody recorded that back in May the 14th of 2011. You guys were in Hamden, Connecticut, and you played like a 10-minute version of 9 Pound Hammer.
Yeah, we did that.
That's a cool video, and that you could tell. Tony's voice he didn't sing it all, but he played, but that's so cool, man. What was that about? Do you remember that day or that show? What was that?
Yeah, that was at the Unitarian church in Connecticut up there. Chris Worth is the promoter of that show. He has a little thing that he calls Guitar Town. So he has a bunch of his guitar heroes come in and perform, and he's always been a huge fan of Tony. So I got to go up there several times with him, actually. Yeah. In fact, I'm glad you found that video and not the one from like a year before that, because when we played there the year before, I think, or maybe 2 years before, I was not sober yet, and I looked a lot. My frame looked a lot like Tony because my face was sunken in, and I was real thin, and not good.
Gotcha. Well, you were playing the mandolin, and of course, just tearing it up, and And it was a cool version of that song. Of course, you were singing lead on it and everything, and all 20 verses or whatever of the song.
I know. I think it got to the point where I was like, "What? Is there another verse to this song?" So yeah, but Tony was always like, he'd always say something like, "Y'all call your babysitters and tell them you're gonna be late." We like to play this song for a while.
Oh man.
He was so funny.
It was like a 10-minute video. And I thought, well, maybe there's 2 or 3 songs there, but nope, it was a 9-pound hammer the whole time.
Yeah. Well, and it would get longer when we had Rob Ickes with us.
Oh yeah.
Because that was a whole nother. Was Rob in that video? I think he probably was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that would add a whole section of
after
solo
his first lead break. Tony was grinning ear to ear, like he was watching him play on that dobro, and I thought that was funny because Tony didn't, he didn't smile a lot or whatever, but anyway, when he played that first lead break, man, he was just grinning, and he looked over and winked at somebody like, "Did y'all see that?"
Mm-hmm.
So,
he was an enormous fan of Rob Ickes.
Yeah,
and
you could tell.
I hope Rob knew that.
Yeah.
He loved Rob's playing because it was so different. And Rob had a similar growing up and background and stuff that Tony did, where it wasn't just bluegrass. He had a lot of the blues and those famous musicians that Tony liked. Rob really knew that music, and I remember being backstage, and I don't think it was there. I think it was elsewhere where we were playing. But I remember Tony getting to talk about what was the song? It was All Blues by Miles Davis. And Rob started playing it on the dobro. And Tony started falling in, and we just all kind of followed, and played. And anyway, we ended up doing it on stage that night. Tony's like, "Yeah, well, it'll be fine. We can do that." We ended up playing that on stage, and I didn't know it. I kind of knew it by that point, but not well. So
when you played with Tony, did you always play mandolin, or did you ever play guitar too?
So I mostly played mandolin, and there was one time we played out in Colorado at Rocky Grass, and Tony was not able to make it out there. So in order to fill that spot, Craig Ferguson, the promoter, he came up and talked to us and said, "I think I've got an idea to help you guys out." He basically said, "I'm flying Grisman in, and Grisman will come up and play with you guys." And Wyatt immediately said, "You're going to play guitar, right?" If he's playing mandolin, I was like, "If you want me to, I'd do whatever." He said, "Yeah, man, we'll need you for the kickoffs." I was like, "Okay." So I ended up, basically playing all of Tony's kickoffs on these songs, that we were doing. And it was interesting, but we had Grisman up there, and that was a lot of fun. Getting to play with Grisman.
I guarantee
she's so awesome anyway. Just a hilarious and great guy, and just so much joy when he plays.
Yeah. Well, speaking of kickoffs, we posted a video of you the other day on our Facebook page playing the kickoff to Wayfaring Stranger that Tony did, and that got a lot of views and really cool. There was one comment was like, "That's the prettiest thing I've ever heard," or something. Reminded me of Andy Griffith.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then one guy said, "Kickoff, that's a whole song."
About that. Yeah. What's really cool about that is that's something that Tony started doing later. Like after he lost his voice, he started playing the kickoff to that song that way. And it's a lot of Jerry Reed's version. If you ever listen to Jerry's version of Wayfaring Stranger, he has a lot of those things that Tony's playing in his version. So Tony and Jerry were friends and had mutual respect for each other.
Yeah.
But, Tony really liked Jerry and really liked his playing.
That's cool. Talking about a guitar player. Whew, Jerry Reed.
Dude, I tell you, if you go and listen to his version of it, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I've never heard his version. I listen to his videos all the time on YouTube, but I don't guess I've ever heard him play Wayfaring Stranger, but I will now. So.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And but that, that's something, I feel like that's something that Tony ended up adding. It was like when he got to where he couldn't sing anymore, he knew how to bring something to a song and add something to the song. And I think that's ultimately what his goal was. It's like when his voice stopped, his hands, like something happened and made his hands go to, like he was getting his voice out through his hands at that point.
Yeah,
and what really saddened me was just knowing that even those days were numbered because of his arthritis. And if you ever notice Tony's playing, especially in his right hand, the right hand never moved. So he had a lot of stuff, moving like this, and had this going, and had, a lot of movement in his thumb. And he ended up wearing that cartilage out.
Yeah.
Which is why I've always heard that a lot of people will tell you when you play to use your wrist. But Tony had an ability with his right hand that was unmatched by anybody else.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could play downstrokes faster than Monroe.
Wow.
I mean, just ding, 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 and just one right after another. And he just had an unusual right hand.
Yeah.
I can't play like that. I've tried for many years, and it's just something that I guess just happened naturally for Tony, and just kind of became his thing. But over time, it did damage, and I think ultimately, knowing Tony, I think that was a huge reason of why he kind of went into a reclusive mode.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of great picking, let's take a quick break, and then you're going to play something for us, right? When we come back, we'll end out with you playing a tune. How's that sound?
Sure. That's fine.
Cool.
That's fine. And I would like to ask when we come back, I'll ask the listeners some questions about maybe some future episodes and see what they say about it.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, we do want to mention Hopeless Holler Trading Company. If you would like Hometown Bluegrass Show merchandise, we got some really cool shirts and hats and stickers, and a Bluetooth insulated cup that's really cool. Just go to hopelessholler.shop and click on collections, and there you'll see all the artists and people in the bluegrass world they represent. And you can click on our logo, Hometown Bluegrass Show, and pick you out some cool merchandise. And we'd love it if you did.
There you go.
Really
and special thank you to McEwen Guitar Picks too, because I'm going to say that's essentially all that I used anymore.
Right.
Are the McEwen Guitar Picks. I know it looks like McQuan, but it is McEwen, and we'll have to get Ron on that one too. But great man who is making the best picks on the market right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Mark Rogers. So definitely check out some McEwen Guitar Picks and tell him Josh Williams sent you.
That's right. Absolutely. Josh has his own signature pick, and somebody was asking him one of our videos what pick you used, actually, and Mark or his wife Deborah, whoever was managing their page, commented and actually gave the model number and thickness and everything right there on this thing. So,
well, good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I also want to thank Bluegrass Unlimited magazine. If you love bluegrass music, you need Bluegrass Unlimited magazine. It is the leading magazine for bluegrass fans since 1966, published by the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum right there in Owensboro, Kentucky. This monthly magazine features exclusive interviews, music reviews, festival news, and more from the world of bluegrass, delivered right to your door.
From legendary artists to the next generation of pickers, Bluegrass Unlimited brings you closer to the music that you love. Our listeners can use promo code HOMETOWN for a discount when you subscribe today at bluegrassunlimited.com.
Hey, this is Josh Williams for Page Capos. The Page Capo is lightweight, durable, and quickly attaches and allows you to change frets with ease. With controlled tension capabilities, Page Capo always stays in tune. But don't just take my word for it. Page Capos is also used by folks like Vince Gill, Ron Block, Tim O'Brien, Cody Kilby, Tommy Emmanuel, and James Taylor. So don't trust just any capo. Use what the pros use. Listen to the Hometown Bluegrass Show podcast for your chance to win a Page Capo on every episode. Do what I do and trust Page Capos. Order online at pagecapo.com.
Looking for expert insurance advice from a team that truly knows Western Kentucky? At Paducah Insurance Agency, we're more than just policies. We're your neighbors, helping you protect what matters most. With locations in Paducah and Benton, Kentucky, we offer home, auto, business, and life insurance with top carriers like Erie Insurance, all at competitive rates. Locally owned and committed to your peace of mind, Jared Morgan and his team are here to help. Call Paducah Insurance Agency today at 855-853-4763 or visit paducahinsurance.com. Paducah Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you trust.
The Lake House Inn at Sled Creek has undergone complete renovation in 2023. Our outdoor space is unlike any other at Kentucky Lake. With 2 in-ground pools, 18 rooms, and 4 cabins, we're just a stone's throw away from Kentucky Dam. If you're looking to make memories with your family, this nostalgic inn is for you. Welcome to your lake house, where modern meets rustic and becomes home. Reserve online at lakehouseinn.com.
Howdy, friends. I'm Banjo Ben Clark, and you're listening to my good buddies Tim Batts and Josh Williams on the Hometown Bluegrass Show. You've tuned in because you like valuable conversation about the world's best music. And if you want more good stuff like that, come on over to my website, banjobenclark.com, where you can learn how to play and purchase anything you might need when it comes to bluegrass-related instruments and accessories. My Gold Pick members over there can access hundreds of lessons for banjo, guitar, and mandolin with all kinds of resources to help you move on down the road with your picking skills. And if you're looking to purchase something, the deals can't be beat at Banjo Ben's General Store. All there on the same website, banjobenclark.com. Now back to the show.
All right. Thank you to our great sponsors. We appreciate all you do for us to help bring all this cool content to all you great bluegrass fans.
That's right.
Speaking of fans,
I learned yesterday that the great Tommy Hunter had passed away. And I don't know if you know who Tommy was, but Tommy was a country music performer from up in Canada. He was known as Canada's country gentleman. He was a fine young man. I say young man, but he ended up losing his battle on the 2nd of July. And I hate that I missed that, but I did find that out, like I say, last night. And I got to where I was pretty good friends with Tommy. But I remember seeing videos and stuff of Tommy. He had a TV show up in Canada and had bluegrass on there a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think it was his 80th birthday. We got to, when I was still with Rhonda, we ended up going up and surprising him at a home for a surprise birthday party, and we performed with him and stuff. We ended up playing in at the Tottenham Bluegrass Festival shortly thereafter in Tottenham, Ontario, and he ended up coming out to the show. He literally brought a lawn chair and sat out and watched the concert. And of course, Rhonda pointed him out and everything, and he stood up and waved at everybody, and then people started gathering around him, and Rhonda said, "Hey, y'all get away from him. Let him watch the show." But he ended up having a line of people that wanted to meet him and get their picture made with him and stuff. And it was cool, but he was a very fine man, and I loved him dearly. So we'll forever miss him. The great Tommy Hunter.
Absolutely. So you wanted to ask the folks about some ideas?
Oh, I did. Well, it's the stuff that you and I were talking about earlier. You know, I would like to maybe try to incorporate some other things into the show. Just just maybe doing like a historical dive once a month or something on a band that doesn't exist. And the example that I gave you earlier, I think it would be really cool to share with people if they don't know. And you would basically only hear this from, either Ricky or I think Terry Baucom was the one that told me. Actually, it was a conversation between Ricky and Baucom at the Opry when I heard this story. The original lineup for Boone Creek was the topic of conversation. The original lineup of Boone Creek never performed. They ended up, different things happening and people not committing or not going along with it. I know Mark Pruitt was actually the original banjo player, and Terry Baucom was the original fiddle player. Mark and his brother had just bought a music store and were running that and stuff, and he didn't feel like he could get away. So Terry Baucom ended up being the banjo player, and the original lead singer did not leave Ralph Stanley in order to do that. He wanted to stay where he was, and the original lead singer was supposed to have been Keith Whitley. So it was supposed to have been Keith Whitley and Ricky Skaggs singing together. Imagine how amazing that would have been,
Wow.
And then, of course, Lou Reed was supposed to have been the fiddle or the bass player. Of course, Flux and Terry both there. But
was this before Bluegrass Album Band?
Oh, way.
Yeah, way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I won't say way, but this would have
early
been
70s.
Latter part of 75, 1975. Once 0044 was actually released, that band was technically not together anymore. So that's when Ricky started the Boone Creek thing.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
So I just think having like some deep dives on particular bands might be kind of fun to have, maybe once a month or something, do a little bit of historical digging on bands that may or may not still exist, and just find out, cool things to share. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I'm just curious if the listeners would be interested in something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. You can go to timbats.com and send us a message, or you can go to the Hometown Bluegrass Show Facebook page and send us a message there, and we'd love to hear your ideas. So,
absolutely.
So what you going to play for us today, my brother?
That's right. I'm supposed to play something, aren't I?
Yeah, that guitar's laying right there beside you. Why don't you pick it up and do something with it?
It is. I think I will. Do
I need to show you a G chord or anything?
Maybe. I gotta find what I've done with my pick. There it is.
Your McEwen pick?
Yes. Yep, my McEwen pick. Let me get this up where it's supposed to be. I figured that I might do an old Ian Tyson song. There it is. Four strong winds that blow me, seven seas that run high, all these things that won't change, come what may. but our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I could go working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are going good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not much for you to do, and the wind sure blows cold way out there. Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all those things that won't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Four strong winds, four strong winds, four strong winds.
I ain't never heard that song.
You've never heard that song?
I've never heard that song. That's
I
pretty.
kept messing it up, but hey, it's life. What are you gonna do? But yeah, Ian Tyson, man, that's one of his bigger songs too. Four Strong Winds. That was a big one for Ian and Sylvia.
Yeah. I'm way behind.
Well, that's all right. That is Tony recorded that even, and that was a sorry excuse for an attempt at that, but anyway, that was yeah. Great song, man. Amazing songwriter. And have you ever listened to Ian Tyson much?
I hadn't spent much time with him.
You should, man, because which, you know, when he got older, he ended up having a surgery, and they ran, you know, the tube or whatever down his throat and hit one of his vocal cords, which apparently is a really common thing, you know, but it ended up ruining his voice. And he went from having this really big and rich baritone voice to kind of having that sound, you know. And it was a shame, you know, because he's had for so long such a really big voice, you know.
Yeah. Well,
I saw a documentary on him where a guy was talking, basically said he had an amazing voice until he didn't, you know, and then told that story.
Yeah.
So, anyway, go ahead. I spoke over you. I apologize.
No. I was just going to say that, you know, you were putting that version down, but I thought it was very intricately and very beautifully done. So,
Well, thank you.
no problem, man.
I appreciate that greatly.
I mean, if I ain't going to brag on you and your mama ain't going to brag on you, who's going to brag on you?
That's a great question. And it just looks awful when I do it to myself.
I
So.
know it exactly. That's right. I'm tired of reading your self-proclamations on bathroom walls in restaurants, man. So stop writing them. Okay.
Of course. Yeah, because I'm always doing that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness. So we have Joe Mullins planned for next week. Is that correct?
Yes, finally,
Hopefully.
we're going to try to get Joe nailed down for next week. So you guys tune back in for that. It'd be fun to talk to Joe and get. I'd have to get you two in a battle of name that tune or something.
Now, I concede already to him, man, because he. I have seen him do it off of 3 notes, and that's a lot different than 3 seconds.
Yeah, no doubt.
I literally watched him do it where the fiddle kickoff was doot doot doot, and they stopped it, and he said exactly what it was, and they played it on, and that's what it was. I don't see how he knew
he probably,
that from
he knows the
any
song,
other tune.
the album, what year it came out, who was playing the fiddle, and who, just everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can do it with him. You know,
that's
throw
all,
him some curveballs and see if he picks up on them.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. Well, it's been a good one, man. And hope you have a good rest of your week, buddy. And
yeah, you too, man. And special thanks to all of our sponsors. My gosh, what would we do without y'all?
I know it. So thankful for Paige Capo, McEwen Guitar Picks. We do give away one of those in each episode. So every Friday morning when the podcast comes out, I post a link on our Facebook page, and all you got to do to win is go there and answer some kind of silly question that I post on there. And first, what I've been doing lately is many people can answer, and then we put them in a randomizer and pick the first 2 people. But or only 2 people answer, then that's our winners. So
There you
but
go.
the first one that posts gets their choice. So anyway, but we love doing it and love giving them away, and we appreciate everybody that helps us out. So
Absolutely.
So,
and we love this music. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this, don't we?
that's right, man.
No.
And most of all, I love you, man. I just love you.
Oh, man. You are marvelous. I love you too, brother.
All right, man. Well, y'all keep picking and grinning. Remember, if you got time to breathe.
You got time for music.
See y'all later, babies.
Bye, y'all.
That's going to do it for this episode of the Hometown Bluegrass Show. Thanks for spending some time with your hosts, Tim Batts and Josh Williams. We hope you learned a little and laughed a lot. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode from the heart of bluegrass. Until next time, keep picking, keep grinning. Tim and Josh look forward to seeing you down the road.